The relentless pursuit of happiness has become one of the most accepted lies of modern life. It is everywhere. Self-help gurus promise it. Consumer culture sells it. And millions of people exhaust themselves chasing an emotional state that vanishes the moment circumstances shift. But the Stoics, thousands of years ago, understood something we are only beginning to rediscover. Happiness isn't something you pursue directly. It is a byproduct. It is the result of building something far more valuable, something called antifragility. Antifragility goes far beyond simple resilience. Resilience means you can withstand stress and stay the same. Antifragility means you actually improve because of stress. You don't just survive the challenge. You emerge stronger, clearer, and more capable than before. And Stoicism offers one of the most practical frameworks for building this quality. It transforms how you respond to adversity and produces the kind of lasting contentment that chasing happiness never delivers. So why does chasing happiness actually make you fragile? From a Stoic perspective, happiness is unstable because it depends on external conditions, your job performance, other people's approval, physical comfort, relationship status, your bank account. All of these constantly fluctuate. When you tether your well-being to things you cannot control, you create structural fragility in your emotional life. The pursuit itself makes it worse. When you chase happiness, you attach yourself to specific outcomes. That attachment creates fear of loss. It fuels constant comparison, and it breeds dissatisfaction with the present moment. The harder you grasp for the feeling, the more anxiety you create. You end up producing the opposite of what you're seeking. There is a deeper issue the Stoics identified centuries ago. A life optimized for feeling good trains you to avoid discomfort. Over time, this lowers your tolerance for stress, uncertainty, and failure. You become psychologically weaker, not stronger. Every setback feels catastrophic because you never develop the capacity to endure difficulty. The more you protect your happiness, the more fragile you become. So what is the Stoic alternative? Stoicism does not aim for happiness. It aims for inner strength, clarity of judgment, and personal agency. It prioritizes qualities that remain stable regardless of circumstances. Happiness then appears naturally as a side effect, but it is never the target. This creates a fundamental shift in how you approach life. Instead of asking, what will make me happy? You ask, what will make me stronger? What will develop my character? What can I actually control here? These questions lead to action, not mood chasing. The Stoic framework builds anti-fragility by changing your relationship with adversity. Challenges stop being obstacles to happiness. They become training grounds. You're no longer dependent on life going smoothly. You can handle disruption, loss, and uncertainty because you have built capacity through practice. So how do you build this? First, focus only on what you control. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control other people. You cannot control the economy or chance events. But you can control your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your effort. By directing attention to your sphere of control, you remove stress's leverage over your emotional state. The result is fewer emotional swings and greater consistency, no matter what happens. Second, practice voluntary discomfort. The Stoics chose simplicity over luxury, restraint over indulgence, hardship on purpose. Discomfort becomes familiar, not frightening. Comfort loses its addictive power. Most importantly, confidence grows. You gain proof, not theory, that you can endure difficulty. Third, negative visualization. You mentally rehearse loss, your job, your health, your possessions, your relationships. This is not pessimism, it is preparation. By facing loss in advance, you remove the shock when adversity arrives. You respond with clarity instead of panic. Meaning replaces mood. Stability replaces anxiety. When you prioritize virtue, duty, and purpose over personal satisfaction, your self-worth becomes independent of circumstances. You can have a terrible day and still keep your dignity. You can face loss without losing yourself. This is inner strength. This leads to the Stoic paradox. Chasing happiness makes you fragile. Chasing strength makes you resilient. That resilience produces lasting contentment. You become anti-fragile, not by avoiding stress, but by using it as training. This does not mean you become emotionless. It means you develop composure and agency regardless of outcome. You can care deeply without being dependent, work intensely without fear, pursue goals without attaching your identity to results. This is freedom. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances. Uncertainty no longer terrifies you. Failure no longer defines you. Difficulty strengthens you instead of threatening you. The culture will keep selling happiness as the ultimate goal. It is wrong. Happiness chased directly creates fragility. Strength built deliberately creates resilience, and resilience creates lasting well-being. The Stoic path is clear. Control your response. Accept reality as it is. Use hardship as training. This approach does not promise happiness every day. It promises something better: composure, clarity, agency. And from that foundation, happiness arrives quietly, durably, without being pursued.